June.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is I was just about to say he's underrated.
Underrated.
But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time, like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't vibes.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you can join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Golden State, third best record here in the early going.
And well, for the Warriors, they've already become a team you have to stand up and pay attention to. Don't sleep on these guys. They're a dangerous squad.
Well, the reason I think they're dangerous is the fact that they're playing with just a ton of confidence right now. The more wins that they can pile up now, the more cohesive they're going to be.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains all-NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. And in this early season, Brent, what is the feeling on a team that's trying to build chemistry?
You're coming out of training camp, and you kind of gotten to maybe D, E, and F of your alphabet of plays, and you want to get those execution points down, the teachable moments on offense down. Most coaches, though, Kevin, are focused on the foundation of the defense, the rules that we set, the obligation that you have to your teammates, and to start on that end of the floor. And that's really what the first 20 games are about for most teams.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Green, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And for the Warriors, at the guard spots, it's Curry and Thompson. Wiseman's out there with Kuminga, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And he comes up with the deuce.
Listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Now here's Wiggins following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Puts it up, and it's Wiggins missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they looked like the better team.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Levine against Thompson. Outside Curry. Chalk up 2 there.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
It's something we've seen the last few years. Boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Curry kicks to Kuminga. Up 3 off the mark. Bulls are gone. 2 or 3 here to start out the game. LaVine finds Green. Back to LaVine. DeRozan for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry is starting to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball. Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And both free throws good for Green. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
That's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the 3 ball is good. Levine's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now here's Curry. His last outing, he had 24 points. Out to Thompson. Wiggins outside. And another shot. Outside Curry. From downtown, that falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists tonight. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. It seems like that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Wiseman. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Kuminga. Payton, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Robinson's checked in for Vucevic. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Curry's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Lonzo Ball.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And an attack sent easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Curry's shot is good. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulder.
And that mental aspect impacts play. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
Green finds Poole. Pulls up, lock at 6, and the Warriors take on 2 more.
He doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Rose. Lays it up off the glass.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Poole to the lane.
Now, how about breaking out the statue of liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Curry. He can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, that's good. A shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Poole.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And stolen by Wiggins. Porter in the corner. Takes the three. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And the Bulls with another miss.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Wiggins. Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Jump ball.
So it's the Warriors now. Porter passes to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Poole kicks to Payton. And DeRozan sends it back. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Curry outside. To beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Warriors lead by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And this Warriors team has an interesting mix of championship vets with hungry young players. Andrew Wiggins spoke about that great dynamic.
That's our team love to teach. The good player, they're always telling us why we did it, why you should do this, why you should do that. So it's been a lot of learning and also been very exciting for the young players.
Agreed. No doubt Wiggins has been soaking up that wisdom. Greg stepping up his game in the process.
Yeah, a big culture shift coming from Minnesota, and he's blossomed under the tutelage of these Hall of Famers.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambled.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, it's the kind of thing that happens.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Seth Curry is out there at Derrick Rose. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. Warriors leading by 10.
Draymond Green holding everybody accountable. We've seen this before.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Dominguez come in for Wiggins. And a change for the Bulls. Levine's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Out to Payton. And here's Poole for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Poole's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors. And so often, Draymond Green is called the heart of this team.
Well, he's been such a great leader since his time at Michigan State. He's out there barking directions to his offensive players. He's out there barking defensive assignments. He's barking at his coach. The list goes on, but that energy is infectious and helps lead his team to greater heights.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective until my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. First one falls for him. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes be both.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Wiseman's checked in for Green. Klay Thompson comes in for Peyton. And Curry subbed in for Jordan Poole. Here's Wiseman. He's tightly guarded. Porter kicks to Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 11.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Vucevic with it. Wiseman picks him up. For 3, Levine. Second shot opportunity. Good work there as it goes. Vucevic has got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Porter in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State.
Always got to keep your eyes up. Make sure you see open teammates, and Klay did it that time.
And it's Ball in the corner. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And Wiseman sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Basketball.
Ball, the pass to Green. 5 to shoot. Vucevic down low. It's covered by Wiseman. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Basketball.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Warriors. Curry looking around. Outside Porter from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game.
Lonzo
Ball with the bucket.
It was so hard to knock Lonzo Ball off his center of gravity. That time, a good job of keeping his composure around the challenge.
Passes it to Porter. Back to Thompson. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now Porter following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. From 10 feet out. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 7 points here in this quarter. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Porter. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Chicago.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty foul.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
2nd team foul.
Outside DeRozan. Deep 2 from Ball. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. Here's Wiseman. Great D that time from Vucevic.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Nailed from three-point land.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Levine kicks to Vucevic. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Kuminga dishes to Thompson. On its way from Curry for 2. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of
Bulls
shot.
foul, Javonte Green. That's his first personal foul, first team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Curry. 11 points in the game. From deep three-point range. The basket Poole. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Poole's got 12.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace. And that's a nice field play.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, the driving kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and every... So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
There was no shortage of dives on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed.
And that's going to do it for us here.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bulls trail by 17. Sharing the wing spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Kuminga out there with Weissman. And it's Curry in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Kicks it to Weissman. Puts it up from 12. Here's Wiggins. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
Team 2 from Ball. Off the left rim and out. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me, because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Vucevic with it. Kuminga picks him up. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call it?
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And, Brent, you look at the career of Klay Thompson. He's had improvements every step of the way.
Yeah, he's still just an elite shooter that, because of what Steph does, because of Draymond's unselfishness, Klay is going to add 25 points in the blink of an eye. That, along with his defense, just make that backcourt something special.
Stolen by Thompson. Down low. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And that one drops. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Another 3 for Golden State.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Kick out to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Green passes to DeRozan. Here's Vucevic, and he converts the layup. Vucevic has got 6 points.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Draymond Green is checked in for Golden State. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Kuminga. Robinson's checked in for Chicago. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Pass to Wiggins. Doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Warriors leading by 18. Curry passes to Green. And Paul with the block.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
Love it.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half. To the middle. Levine's shot is off. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Curry from deep three-point land. And another 3 for Golden State.
Offensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3 in time.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Robinson with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
DeRozan against Thompson. Here's Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
He's no stranger to games like this. Levine's having one of those nights where the D can't figure out any way to stop him.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
So for the Bulls, Curry comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Rose in for Levine. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And the Warriors miss again. Bulls trail by 18. And it's Ball penetrating. It's rebounded by Poole. Golden State's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Johnson's got 22 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the foul.
For Chicago, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Rose hits them both.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And there's the feed to Payton. And here's Poole for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rose dishes to Robinson. Curry kicks to Ball. Buries it from 3-point. Ball's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, we don't see this all that often, but is Lonzo Ball going to start calling his own number tonight? He should.
Offensive rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one, good. Payton's got his second basket.
And there he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
With that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
Here's Green. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his 3-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Vucevic is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Curry. And it's Green. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Rose.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
And Kuminga gets it to go.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open in the 3-point line.
Now, here's Poole. Payton kicks to Poole. Pass to Kuminga. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Payton passes to Wiseman. Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Warriors ball.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Chicago. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Wiseman the pass to Poole. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal
Greg, playing
foul.
most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skill, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow. One made 3 form for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Green kicks to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Passes it to Kuminga. Here's Poole. And Curry has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
And here are the Bulls now. Here's Rose. And he uses the glass on the lane.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
They get the rebound. Green off target at the rim. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Another 3 for Golden State.
Good shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 6th assist on the night. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. And you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great. Bielitsa, a big guy who flows into offensive possessions and becomes an invaluable player in terms of the type of floor spacing you would want from a shooting big.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu.
Team's 4th.
That's his first foul. Different look here for the Warriors. Wiseman's checked in for Bielitsa. Kuminga comes in for Andre Iguodala. Wiggins is checked in for Moody. And it's Thompson in for Damian Lee. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Thompson. Green comes in for Noel. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. Ball finds DeRozan for 3. Levine. And they recover it. The tray. Wiseman with the rebound. Warriors leading by 22. Thompson outside. Unloads. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy, innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Stephen Curry.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Curry. Warriors with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
That's his second personal foul. 15th foul. At the line for the Dubs.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Everything that Curry does seems to be fast. He shoots it fast, makes quick decisions with the ball, great ball handling with quick hands. Opponents at a loss with how to guard Steph Curry.
Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Ball, the pass to Thompson, and it goes down 2 points.
Thompson does not mind the contact, and I think that bump sometimes even helps him focus more.
Here's Lee. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Stephen. How special is it to share your success with your family?
That's what it's all about, man. I know you know when your kids get to enjoy.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony, Brent Barry.
One of the all-time greats, Magic Johnson, welcoming you to downtown L.A. and Staples Center on a gorgeous Southern California afternoon. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. And our broadcast team tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Kawhi Leonard didn't come into the league as a go-to scorer, but that's what he's become. He said it's just about taking advantage of the moment. Keep going to your spots, keep shooting, be aggressive for the team, and don't shy away, pretty much. That's what I take pride in, he said. Guys?
He is elite. Thanks much for that, Allie. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Green. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, the 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Marcus Morris out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's man in at the point. Tonight, two teams that love to run. Smitty, the NBA keeps getting faster and faster.
You know, we all love scoring, and we love when teams play fast. But on the defensive end, you have to get stops. Usually the teams that can do both, run fast and score and play defense, they win.
And so here are the Clippers, following the bucket by the Bulls. Fires the three, and Kawhi Leonard gets the three.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
And that one drops. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Levine passes to Vucevic. DeRozan outside. Now Ball. Here's Levine for three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Levine's got 5 points.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Pass to Leonard. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
To the middle. Here's Green. Rebound by the Clippers.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
Yep, count it. 5 points in the game.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision. And you look. Look at how Kawhi goes about his business. No social media, no big presence, just does his thing and let his game do the talking.
Here's Leonard. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's George. And the layup falls.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with their strength and determination.
Ball. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
The Clippers trail, and that reserved approach from Kawhi. Don't confuse it for a lack of personality. Smitty, he's a funny guy, but by his own words, huh?
He is, B.A. Stand out of the spotlight. That's just what he likes to do. He might have missed out on some marketing potential, but keeping out of social media is a very wise choice.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
Now here's Leonard. Give him 8. Knocks it loose. Vucevic with a steal. He goes up, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Leonard. Another shot. Tipped away. Pass to Hartenstein. And another shot. And he sinks the layup.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Ball passes to Vucevic. All alone on the break. And the jam by George.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
The Bulls making a switch here. Robinson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Claxton comes in for Green. Curry, he's checked in for DeRozan. And Rose is subbed in for Ball. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls.
They're on a great run defensively, treating every possession with a sense of urgency.
At the line for 2.
That one falls for Powell.
You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
Chicago trailing here. And Rose, the bucket on the assist by Curry.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
George with it, now guarded by Curry. Pass to Batum, to the paint. Zubats. Good work defensively by Robinson. The Bulls have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Levine, that one. Good. Levine's got 7 points in the game. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Here's Powell. He's covered by Levine. And Powell with the stuff.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, and locates the open man.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Levine's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. Wow, that's good.
Off the catch. Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
On the attack, Rose. And the layup is good off the glass. Rose has got his second bucket on the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
There's the drive and the dunk by Jackson.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Here's Levine. Pass to Robinson. Out to Rose. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Clippers in the lead. George passes to Powell. Inside. Here's Zubats.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rose can't connect.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Nice shot by George. 6 points for him.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Sinks that one from the post.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose. When he's committed to scoring, get out of his way.
To the inside and out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Here's Rose. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4, and we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Here's Jackson. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Zach LaVine out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Robinson in at the center position. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Back to Curry. Robinson passes to Curry. The three ball. He's off on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup. Got it. And you see the pass. LaVine improving as a playmaker, learning how to succeed at this level.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Down low. Here's Powell. It's tipped, and they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Claxton with a rebound. It's a close game here in L.A. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. And LaVine throws it down.
No denying Zach LaVine's hops. Flies right up and sometimes over the hoop to jam it in.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
The Bulls making a switch here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Robinson. Green comes in for Claxton. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Ball in for Rose. And Ball gets it to go. And due to the coronavirus, many teams played with little to no fans for the entirety of last season, Smitty.
Yeah, B.A., I really felt for the players and fans. We definitely missed out. I never had to do it, but it has to be a huge adjustment, especially when you're playing at home.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And the Clippers have possession following the bucket by the Bulls. Count the basket. 5 points in the game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Ball with it. Picked up by Powell. Ball no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
They get it back. Here's Leonard. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Ball passes to Green. Vucevic with it. And here's Curry for 3. Second chance shot. Out to the right wing. There's Ball with a 3. Here's Vucevic. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
Here's Mann, pounded by Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First team foul. At the line for your Clippers. To the stripe, Terrence Mann. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. And so he makes both from the line. The Bulls have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Ball. Here's Green. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Green's got 6.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And with Paul George, Graham, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there. But his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Now the line for the Bulls. Javonte Green, 2 shots.
That one misses. And he's good on the second. And here are the Clippers now, leading by 5. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
A difficult matchup for them last year, with them losing both games to a team with a bad record.
Jackson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And a change for the Bulls. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Curry. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
His second personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr.
That free throw no good. Robinson, he's checked in for Green. And he sinks the second. 1:43 left to play in the second quarter. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
I love how hard Lonzo Ball plays. It's what's allowed him to overwhelm the defense right there.
And Vucevic over to help. Back to Jackson. Pass to Mann. Here's Leonard. Over Ball. Second chance effort. Ball with the rebound. Chicago has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's LaVine. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
There's that beautiful high arcing shot. LaVine looks for it the moment he touches the ball.
Ball with a steal. For the finish. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Leonard. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Robinson.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Shot is good by LaVine.
Impressive night scoring the ball for Zach. He knows how to put on a show.
And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Clippers lead by 1. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
The defense playing Lonzo Ball to pass that off. Instead, he takes it all the way.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Bulls out in front. They lead by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 16 points and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a...
And fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
The Clippers trail. Pass to Hartenstein. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Now DeRozan. The deep 3 from LaVine. They grab their own miss. Vucevic gets the bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Inside, here's Hartenstein. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Hartenstein's got 18 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
On the drive, Lonzo's footwork is tremendous. The defense can't keep up with him.
And the Clippers with the ball. Pass to man. And he dunks it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Defenses pay a lot of attention to Zach LaVine because he can attack from anywhere in the half court. A player you can't lose track of.
Here's ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to George. And here's Leonard. Here's Hartenstein. Covered by Vucevic. And it's blocked. Here's LaVine. The shot, no good. And George with some nice D. And with LaVine and the attention he garners, it opens up his teammates.
Zach LaVine has improved in that regard. When his teammates are open, he swings it right on time. His IQ on the offensive side has gone way up.
Isaiah Hartenstein at the line for 2.
No good on that one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He's off on the second. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Curry. Here's LaVine. Blocked.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
With those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Curry goes in. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Here's DeRozan. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things ever since he labeled himself playoff P. He knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson is checked in, and the Bulls also making a change. Robinson's checked in.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence. Given the size of the disadvantage there.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
Powell's shot is off.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Robinson, the kick out. Curry from behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 6.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Pass to Batum. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Let's see the stat sheet here for Marcus Morris. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.